Sometimes it takes a week and then woohoo, ghost. Date these 5 people at one time. I can't keep track of all these men. It's just too much. Y'all, it's just a hot mess. Like, what y'all out here doing? This can't be real. Can you focus on me? Hey guys, it's Tashira. So recently I was talking to a friend and we just got to chatting and we ended up talking about dating. So this was a guy that I'm cool with or whatnot, and we ended up talking about just like the craziness of dating, like women asking men for this, that, and the third, like pay for my shoes, pay for my nails, can you pay for me to get my hair done? I've heard so many stories from men about how they're just turned off when it comes to dating these days and how it's so hard because that's the type of women that they run into. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with asking for what you want, but if you don't know this man, if you just met this man, sometimes that can be a bit much. I mean, yes, the men are always wanting and asking something from us as well. So I get it. But girl, sometimes y'all be going to the extreme. Dating is simply put gathering data about somebody. So you're spending time with somebody, gathering data about them, and determining whether or not they're gonna work and you're gonna work with them. Because 99% of the time, it's not gonna work. And you know, nothing wrong with that. That's how it goes. But yeah, let dating be fun. Don't let it be stressful. When it starts to stress you out, that's already your cue to go ahead and bow out. I feel like back in the day, dating probably used to be so simplistic. I mean, I don't really know. I know things were different back then. But now it's like, oh, I'm trying to date like 5 people. I can't figure out, you know, who is who and what I really want. I feel like people have so many choices because they can now talk to others on social media, which broadens the horizons. Not a bad thing, but sometimes it creates too many options and people feel like they have this dream, this fantasy of, oh, I can really get this person or that person, when half the time what you're seeing online for this person is fake. Like, it's not really them, it's social media. So people up here oogling and googling over somebody, sometimes even creating fake relationships. Y'all just texting back and forth and people think it's okay. It's like, oh, I've never talked to this person in my entire life, but oh, this my boo, this my baby. Like, you've never had a FaceTime, you've never met this person in person, but y'all been talking for like a year? Well, y'all been chatting, texting? That's weird. And sometimes this is happening all while somebody has a significant other. It's like, oh, you married, you got a girlfriend or whatever, but oh, you've been talking to this dream person online. That could be a catfish. But I just feel like there are so many rules and things to dating these days. Like, oh, date these 5 people at one time. Oh, only date one person at one time. Like, look, what am I supposed to do? You literally have to figure out like what works and what does not. Y'all, it's just a hot mess. No, one thing my best friend always told me is that when I meet a guy, always remember he's more than likely dating someone else. Like, you just met this man, he's probably dating someone else. That makes sense. Because if somebody is dating, they're out meeting people, they're dating. I personally don't see it as a problem, and you shouldn't either. Because the same is happening with women. She's probably dating somebody else too. I'm not expecting anybody to drop whoever they're dating just because they met a new person. Because I don't know, I could fall off, they could fall off within like 3 days. Sometimes it takes a week and then woohoo, ghost. Someone has disappeared. Sometimes y'all set a date and the date never happens. And it's like y'all never even knew each other. So yeah. Now the point where this does become unhealthy and unsafe is actually when the dating multiple people goes on for an extended amount of time. If you're dating, say, 3 people at the same time and it goes on for an extended amount of time, at a point somebody's gonna feel like, oh, they're serious, because at one point it's gonna be like you're spending more time with somebody and not the others. But when you just continue and, you know, you're not saying anything, you're not dropping them, that's when it can become dangerous. Also keep that in mind when it comes to your body and your health and your safety. I feel like women are pretty good at keeping this on lock. Some women will say though, like, it's too much. I can't keep track of all these men. It's just too much. Which, yeah, you know, I can kind of agree. At a point, you're gonna start mixing up people and things that you've heard and be like, oops, my bad. You're gonna start hitting send on the wrong text message to the wrong person. Don't do that. Don't get caught up. Yeah, that's cute. You like all 3, whatever. But no, not for real. I don't believe that you're just gonna like all the people you've been dating. I mean, yeah, at the beginning, date all of them, whatever. But when one of your little boo things is low-key crazy, and you knew they were crazy, you knew. Or maybe you didn't. But when you realize that one of them is off of their rocker, that's when it starts to get dangerous. You don't know if they're gonna snap on you one day, or if they're gonna snap because they're jealous of one of your other little boo things. Some people are like they are out of it. Y'all need to make sure y'all catching these red and yellow flags, okay? If you start liking one of the people more than the other, there definitely comes a time where you guys need to sit down, you need to have a talk. So the reason it becomes dangerous is because naturally you're gonna start spending more time with one person or the other, and somebody may get jelly. Like, it may not happen like that, but you never know. We don't know people's mental states in 2024. There's a lot going on, okay? There's a lot going on. So make sure you're protecting yourself, your health, your safety, and that you're also not putting someone else that you're dating in danger. Y'all might think it sounds funny or crazy, but I'm sure more than one of us has been in the predicament where we're getting a weird text message from somebody, or we got somebody popping into our inbox, and you're looking like, what is even happening? All because somebody didn't disclose certain information, or they were leading someone on. You know, maybe somebody was married, maybe somebody was in a long-term relationship, or someone was dating a person, making them think, oh, you're that person, you know, you're so important to me. And they come to find out, they didn't tell that person they were dating someone else, i.e. you. So now you're caught up in the middle. But anyway, I'm going off on so many tangents. Back to the conversation that I had with my friend. So we were talking about men and the distrust that they have for women when dating sometimes. But I also asked, like, what type of women are you choosing? And, you know, we talked about that. But one of the big questions that I had, I was like, okay, since you guys are dealing with this, that, and the third, I asked them, you know, about how long these days do you or would a man normally take to actually be exclusive, make somebody his lady, blah, 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 when he's out there, you know, dating in the pool. Y'all, this man told me 8 months. 8 months to know that you could truly trust this lady, that she's for real, that she's genuine. Like, what y'all out here doing? This can't be real. 8 months? I've never experienced anything like that. So for me, I was like, whoa, is this how long women are waiting? Like, are we doing this? What is happening? Now, I personally have only been in, you know, the dating pool, not actually like the relationship pool in the past couple years. So I was like, maybe I'm out of the loop. Like, that sounded pretty insane to me though. I have not, you know, usually for me it's like, you know, 2 to 4 months, and the guy's already kind of talking about the stuff. It's just pretty interesting. It's very interesting. I mean, to be honest, I do agree with not just jumping in these days and being like, oh, we're gonna be in a relationship. Like, don't just jump in. No, don't do that. I also don't want anybody, or I would say I feel a little bit uncomfortable at this point in life at 2 months if I haven't been spending a lot of time with the person. Like, if we've both been like out and about, and we've not just been kind of like exclusively dating, that's the point at which you could be like, okay, let's exclusively just date and kind of see whatever. But I guess that would be technically like, oh, I'm his girl now. But I don't know, for me it's a little, if I haven't spent enough time with them, I don't know, that's just weird. It's kind of like a jump, like, woo. But I guess it also depends on the person that you date, you know. You'll know whether or not you feel comfortable, but I guess with most people, I'm not feeling comfortable. I need like a strong 4-ish type months, because I need to see that 2-month pull away, that 3-month pull away, or like how you gonna be on month 4. So yeah, I understand the same for men. Y'all want to take your time. And y'all, I do also want to talk about reciprocity and matching energies in dating, but I think we're gonna have to save that until the next video because y'all, I'm about to have to go. Okay, I have prior engagements, headed outside for the evening. But boo things, let me know if you want to do a Q&A and leave me some questions down below, and we can do a dating in 2024 Q&A. We all love a good Q&A video. We do. But yeah, just let me know down below. Just let me know. And y'all, this lip combo, this is bomb. That's real pretty. Okay, but I love you guys so much, and I thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out my previous video. I'll leave it up above. But I thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much.